All right, welcome to the whole cast of King of Kotha here in Dubai. So excited to see you guys here.
Thank you, thank you.
So, Dulquer, you have the mic in your hands. We are going to begin with you. So, tell me, you're playing a role which you've not played before, and we are very excited to see you in this character. But for you, why did you choose to do this, and what was the whole experience like?
I think I like to change it up, film to film.
Yeah.
I think they should all seem different to me. I need to seem different to myself. I mean, the biggest blessing in what we do is to kind of live out these lives of these absolute strangers and make believe that they're living, breathing humans. So I love it when I get those kind of films that come my way and characters that are very big departure from who I am. So I think Raju that way is diametrically opposite from me. I think I'm quite calm and patient, and he's very volatile.
Any similarities?
Just, I think, in appearance, maybe. So I hope I just look a bit like this gangster person that I'm playing. But I think even my approach towards the character was to kind of always do the opposite of what would naturally, instinctively come to me in terms of reactions or body language or any of those traits. Because he's very impulsive, very loud, very lives for today. I'm the opposite. I stress about tomorrow a lot.
Very planned.
Not even planned. I'm just overthinking all the time, and I keep to myself a lot and live in my head. But he seems very free that way. Lives for the moment. Doesn't have major ambitions and things like that. But it was a great experience. It was lovely to find a character like that. And there's so much already there in the writing. I think all of our actors in the film will vouch for that so much of the characters are so well defined in the writing. And I think it's a very character-driven film. I think everybody's kind of taken the narrative forward, sideways, backwards, twisting it around. So that I find very interesting in the screenplay of the film.
Lovely. Nyla, you've been receiving love from Dubai audience for years now. And now with this movie...
Too many years now, yeah.
Yeah, and with this movie and the promotions you've been doing, you were talking about how people are asking you a lot on Instagram as well, what the movie is about, who all are there in the movie and everything.
Absolutely, yeah.
Tell us about it.
King of Kotha is definitely one of the biggest films that I've been a part of. And for my listeners in Dubai, I am a friend that they wake up to every day. So they have the freedom to come and ask me about everything. So they feel that they come and ask me a personal question about the cinema, I would just give it to them. So this is why since I announced that I was part of King of Kotha, they were more intrigued to know about how Dulquer is, how acting with him was and all that. I did not have too many combination scenes with Dulquer. My combination scenes were more with Shabeer in this film.
Yeah.
And I play a badass woman in this film, and it was so cool to play that. While I was dubbing for this character, I literally felt like I want to be this woman. She's a badass woman, and I really have a liking towards badass women at this age of my life. I don't know why. I'm more attracted to badass. So yeah. So yes, King of Kotha is a hype, and anywhere I go, everywhere I go, people talk about it. And like Dulquer said, like the director said, we have all done our best, and we really hope we live up to their expectations. Yeah.
Right, let's come to the director. So since first movie, how was the whole process of casting and preparing for it, and maybe share with us something that you learned from directing this movie which you probably want to definitely do in your next one or definitely not do in your next one?
Casting for this, can you hear me? Yeah. Casting for this was tough, and I wanted an ensemble cast from across industries and from various languages. So casting was tough, and me and Dulquer spent quite a bit of time searching for the right people, and we went back and forth, and we went through various cast options to fix it. And challenges for shoot, most of the days we had a lot of people on the sets. Most of the scenes included 1,000, 2,000 people, and even for the item song we had 1,500, 2,000 people.
Wow.
And there was a football sequence also in the film, which is a small sequence in the film, but the people in that was enormous. And we shot over 5 or 6 days, and it was a culmination of all the cast in the film, in that sequence. So it was very tough for us to do that. So I think working with people, I've learned a lot from that, and I think I'll take that forward in my next movie.
Lovely. Aishwarya, we'll come to you. let's pass the mic to her. Tell us about your character and your experience, of course, working with DQ.
My character's name is Tara. Tara plays Raju's love interest. So, Kotha is a town where everybody, everybody is grey. Nobody is like defined like good people and bad people type. So everybody has their own conflicts. So Tara is also somebody who's going through a lot of tension in her family life. She has ambitions, but she's here in Kotha, so there are problems. She cannot achieve those. Her life is going on like that. She has some ideals. She is also an activist, as could be seen in some of the posters. But her love interest is Raju, which is a conflict in itself, because those are like two poles. You stand up for some of the, the right things, the good things, and then on the opposite side, you're in love with a gangster.
Gangster, right.
So that is it's an interesting life, I think. Very interesting. But to talk about the experience, I've worked with some of the best people that I've met in cinema. I loved working with DQ. We didn't speak much during the filming, but now during promotions, it's safe to say that we all share a very good bond. This is going to linger on for some time.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's be so many memories. Shabeer, we'll come to you. I know you're fond of action-packed scenes. Are we going to see you in action-packed scenes in the movie as well?
Thanks. I think a bit of it. I play Karnan, one of Raju's friend, a gangster's friend. So obviously you'll have some action scenes as well.
Has to be.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I normally like action and I train a lot towards that. And apart from that, the story in itself has action in terms of drama. It's like DQ mentioned earlier, the whole story is character driven. So many characters, so many layers for the characters. And like Aishwarya mentioned in another interview, if you take one person out of the puzzle, the movie doesn't make sense to you. So
Right.
it's that kind of a writing, very strong writing and well directed and well backed by the producers.
Superb. DQ, coming back to you, you have dubbed in all the 4 languages yourself. I mean, nobody really does that. How was that experience? Was it challenging for you?
Now I've kind of gotten used to it, because I think I started doing this maybe 3-4 years back, probably with Kurup when I did the most number of languages. Now it's almost become like an expectation from the people. I think the toughest part is to find the dates for it. I missed out on certain events because I had all these dubbing commitments. But I do enjoy it. I love cracking different languages. And the interesting thing about King of Kotha was being in this gangster milieu, like every language, the people who were translating it for us or rewriting the scripts for us, they all wanted to have a slightly localized language or accent. So that was interesting because I didn't get to do that before.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more detailed. I think Tamil, they went into a little southern part of Tamil Nadu to get that. And similarly in Telugu, and Hindi is a little more, colloquial sort of Hindi in the dub. So I guess it is a bit tedious and repetitive, right? I mean, you go through an entire film, and that in itself is a big process. You're quite relieved when you finish dub, and then I literally go and start all over again. The same visuals from the beginning and the same scenes, and I think now I know the entire scene order by heart. I know if they skip a line or if they miss, sometimes you're scanning forward, the engineers, I'm like, wait, go back. There is a line there you missed. Because I just know it so well. But I guess the only way to kind of keep it interesting is to find ways to enjoy it. So like this time I found these accents and sort of the colloquial diction and language a little more interesting.
Yeah. Well, Aishwarya, people have fried you with this question, but I'm going to ask you again.
I can answer before you ask the question. Mamuka is that?
That is the one. It's for our ZTV audience.
It was a joy to work with them both because as actors, they have given it their all. Like Mamuka has proved to us with 300 plus films.
I should know this.
You should.
I think it's close to 400.
Yeah, I think it's close to 400 too, yeah. 400 plus films, and he has been working for the past 10 years, and for all, I'm going to call myself a junior since you've started working before me. For all the juniors that came into the industry after him, he has been an inspiration. We all want to be like Dulquer, like do a script selection like him, or approach cinema, or approach our craft the way he approaches. You know, so both of them have been flag bearers for Malayalam cinema, and Dulquer has gone step ahead and spread into Indian cinema. So I loved working with them both. I have huge respect for them. I adore them, and the best part of it is they're amazing. Like when you're traveling with them, or when you're having a fun time, not in front of the camera, they're good human beings. They could be good friends. I can't call Mamuka my friend, which is why I'm trying to find another word.
Mamuka's my buddy.
What is the one?
We're bros, we're pals.
What is the one thing very different between them?
I think Dulquer is much more diplomatic.
Diplomatic.
But I've been stirring up some controversies in my promotional tour, apparently.
You are?
Yeah, random things I'm saying are going viral and people are like discussing. I'm like, this is not how I said it. That's why earlier I never used to interviews. My life was quite peaceful.
Which one is that? Is something?
No, I'm not.
Tell us the recent
I'm not
stuff
stirring
that,
that hornet's nest again.
yeah, that we least expect, because he's that careful. He's very, very respectful of everyone. So if you're respectful, you cause the least amount of trouble, which is what I realized. Mamuka is also respectful, but he's also more playful. So he sometimes, I think he says playful things, people construe it
Differently. Right. Okay. Great. Now, we will end this interview, but not before you people tell me, each one of you needs to tell the audience why they must watch King of Kotha. What will they take away from the film? It could be anything, entertainment or a message.
Take all of us away. It's a beautiful film. We have, like our director sir said, an ensemble cast made of brilliant actors. So you can expect brilliant performances. I'm not talking about me, everybody else.
No, you're brilliant in the film.
Okay, I cannot now. You can say.
She's brilliant in the film.
He's
So is
also-
her. So is him. And everybody else.
Yeah, and so is our director.
You're blowing around now.
No, but I am confident about our film, which is why I'm saying this. Touch wood. This is metal. But anyways, I'm confident that you'll be entertained, which is why I would invite you to watch King of Kotha in the nearest theatres.
Shabeer?
Apart from the strong storyline, this is Malayalam industry's biggest ever attempt. At least for that, you need to watch it, and you'll definitely have fun. It has massy songs, sequences like huge fight, football sequences, and a very, very strong storyline, like I said before.
Nyla.
Okay, to me, see, more than an actor, I am a huge fan of Malayalam cinema. But if you actually look at Malayalam cinema, there is a general notion that we create only rooted cinemas. There's no larger than life effect. There's no scale to Malayalam cinema. So this is after a long time that there is a big scale Malayalam cinema that is being presented. And it's not just a mass film. A lot of people think that it's just mass because there's a lot of mass films that has come to Malayalam that has not worked as well.
True.
So this is not just a mass film. It has got its elements of emotions, of all kind of emotions. There's love, there's revenge, there's threat, there's everything. So when Aishu says you pull a character out of it, the cinema or the line is not complete, I would say you pull a character out of this film, you can make a film out of them. That strong are each characters, you know. So
Yeah.
I think in different levels, King of Kotha is definitely going to hit you. You are going to enjoy watching it in the theatre. You're going to take the movie back home with you. So I think this is the reason why. And of course, Dulquer is after 2 years back to Malayalam cinema for the audience of Malayalam cinema. And Abhilash Joshi's first film. And for this beautiful cast, a lot of actors who have not made it to Dubai, all of them. So on behalf of everybody, I would request all the viewers of Z to go ahead and watch our King of Kotha.
Super. So?
I think they've basically touched upon everything. I don't have anything else to say. I just say
covered everything.
nothing left.
You can say watch it because it's my first film.
Yeah, watch it because it's my first film and also because of the emotions. I think the emotions are quite strong in the film. It's not just an out-and-out action film. So watch it for the emotions also. I think there's a bit of everything for every kind of audience.
Great. TQ, one line
Oh, I have no
and a
question.
dialogue.
And a dialogue. One line. This is the culmination of a year of work. Not a year of shoot and post-production, but it's been in the making for a very long time. And I genuinely believe the audience always appreciates good efforts and sincere efforts and hard work. It's been made keeping all of you in mind to make you entertained, to tell you a very interesting story. I think you will be invested in the film. I don't think there's a moment where you're going to get bored or come out of the film in any which way, which is always something I look for in films. And it's got all of these elements. There's a lot we've been saying about the film, but I think now we're just ready to leave it to you guys and hand it over. And I hope you make it your own, and I hope you give it wings. And thank you always for supporting us. The only line I can think of is Iniki Karnam, Niva. Ningal Karnam, please va.
Great.
So the Hindi line is, I think, मुझे देखना है, तू आ. So मैं विनती कर रहा हूँ कि आप सब देखें. Please आ जाइए to watch the film.
Superb. You want to say it in the other two languages also? You should.
Yeah, my dub is great. It's awesome. எனக்கு பார்க்கணும், நீங்கள்லாம் வாங்க, நீங்கள்லாம் படம் பார்க்கறதுக்காக கண்டிப்பா ப்ளீஸ் வாங்க. Telugu is not easy for me to formulate my own words, but yeah.
But this is brilliant, yeah.
Tura is little. Tura is Indian. What is it? Noora.
Great. Well, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure talking to you all, and we wish you all the very best for King of Kotha. May it do really, really well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This was fun. Thank you.